Alright guys, it's a Saturday morning. Stopped training, the sun's out, but it's cold. I've got all the gear I need for the West Highland Way here, but I've got to tweak my pack and to test out the weight in my rucksack, and if I need to adjust it, etc. I'm going to record my route using my sat map Active 12. Every week I'm going to be getting out walking with the backpack on, just to get myself broken in. It's better to prepare yourself for the West Highland Way, because it's not easy, especially if you're carrying a pack. Now, I've got my big sleeping bag in here. That might change. I'm just fine tuning things now, and I've got 4 months to do it. At various stages through the wood, I'll check in my position, see how far I've got, see how I feel, and it'll give you a good idea as well on what I'm taking. So we get kind of sleety showers, but they're going to be on and off. I was expecting that. And this is the first time real big use of my pack. First time use of my new rucksack. A good test out my new boots. And all my gear that I'll need for the West Highland Way. Things are good so far. Well, it's snowing, very slightly. Snow's getting bigger. Feeling good. I'll find a sheltered bit and have a look at my sat map. Check my distance, check my time. Turn into hailstones. Small ones, sir. I've already met one cyclist out for Dalbeatty. Only met these showers, sir. Sun is out. I was just talking to a few locals here, chatting away about the West Highland Way. Great fun. We're certainly having a mixture of weather today. I've just checked my sat map, and I've done about 2 3/4 mile. And that's took me 1 hour 29 minutes so far. Just heading up past Moyle Hill. Wee bit hailstony again. Still feeling good, that. It's great when you're tripping through the woods and you find a wee bit like this. I'm about a mile away from the Jeep. I'll wait to get back to the Jeep before I check my total distance and time. I've not stopped, I've just kept on going just so I can get an idea on timeage and that kind of thing, on distance. Turned out pretty miserable, but the forecast for this afternoon is to be heavy rain. So once I get back to the Jeep, I've got to open up a packet of cheese and onion crisps and have a high energy drink. That's me back in the, I'll turn this fan off. That's me back in the Jeep, and then a total distance of 5.54 mile, 5.5 mile. Total time 3 hours 20 minutes. Average moving pace 1.7 miles an hour. It's got to be lighter in the mornings because the clocks go forward, and I think it's light till about 8:30. So it is. So we've got plenty of time to do 10 mile a day and have plenty of stops and enjoy it on the way. So that's what this trip is all about. It's about camping holiday along the West Highland Way. 10 mile a day, and we'll have fun. So I'm going to be, as I've said, every weekend. Now that's the heaviest my pack's got to be. That sleeping bag I've got is my 4-season army one. I've got one which is a 3-season, which is half the weight, which I will be taking, and that will reduce the weight in my pack plus the room in my pack. But I won't be putting anything else in it apart from a change of clothes, like of a Under Armour top, another lightweight pair of trousers and a pair of socks, so if I need to dry anything I can do that. Alright folks, that was me finishing my 5.5 mile walk through the woods with everything I'm going to take on the West Highland Way. The pack will get modified, but that will be roughly about the same weight or less. There won't be any more weight in that I'll be taking with me on the West Highland Way. Right, the dates for the West Highland Way: we will be leaving on Saturday the 2nd of May. Okay, I've allowed 10 days for today the West Highland Way. That's got to make it enjoyable, but it's not going to make it easy. It's still quite hard, the West Highland Way, 100 mile over some tough terrain. So we've got from Saturday the 2nd of May until Tuesday the 12th of May. Now Tuesday the 12th I've went and left aside purely for coming back, so getting back home. So that will leave 10 days for the West Highland Way at 10 miles per day. Now as you've seen in my walk earlier on there, it took me say 3.5 hours to do just slightly over 5 mile. So say 3.5 hours for 5 mile. Okay, so you're talking about, if you allow 10 hours a day for your walking to do the 10 miles and for stopping and breaks and all that kind of thing, and you know the clocks go forward then and it's light till about 8:30 at night, that allows for plenty of time to have an enjoyable walk. This is purely based on a camping holiday along the West Highland Way, so it's going to make it a bit more enjoyable rather than rushing things. So anybody that wants to come along, you're more than welcome. Just if you can give me an idea on who's coming along, you can just put it in the comments box. But the dates is Saturday the 2nd, we'll be leaving from Mulgai, we'll be heading for Mulgai, and then we'll be on our way. Then we've got Sunday the 3rd, Monday the 4th, Tuesday the 5th, Wednesday the 6th, Thursday the 7th, Friday the 8th, then Saturday the 9th, Sunday the 10th, Monday the 11th. We plan to reach Fort William, and then on the Tuesday we can go home. But a group decision, whoever goes, we can decide to go more than 10 miles in a day, and of course that'll make it a bit easier the next day or bring our time down, if you know what I mean. But it's purely for it to be enjoyed, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully in May we'll get some nice weather if we're lucky. Now I'll be putting more updates on as I go along. Now the food wise, the only thing really food wise I will be taking really is I'm going to be making some beef jerky. I've bought a dehydrator to dehydrate food. Now I won't be taking a lot of food, it will only be emergency food and trail food because I will be eating on the way. I've got to research it and find out where our stocks are and where we can replenish our food and things like that. Water wise, I'm only going to be carrying a 2 litre Nalgene bottle, and that is for my water. I will source water on the way, and I'll use my Sawyer's water filter, and I'm going to get a steady pen. Make your backpacks as light as you possibly can, and make sure that you get a proper backpack for yourself, i.e. one that takes a lot of the weight on the hips and not on your shoulder. Okay, because that can tell me over a long distance. In my backpack today I went and had my 4-season sleeping bag, which was huge and heavy. Went and had my tent, my
MSR Hubba Hubba HP, which is a 2-man tent, but it's light and it will do the job. I went and had my snug pack softies, top and bottom. I had my wind boiler in there, so I did, and I went and had a gas canister, and I went and had my Osprey water bottle filled with water. I had 2 bottles of juice, 2 packets of crisps. I had my Sawyer's water filter with me. I had a first aid kit and various other small bits, so I did. And that is the bare necessities that I will be taking. As I say, the pack will be tweaked a wee bit. But really looking forward to it. So remember, anybody that's interested in going, just put your comments below to let me know if you want to go. I'll find out timetables for the trains for getting up there and getting back, and we'll get it sorted out for there. So, Saturday the 2nd of May, we head for Mulgai and we start off from there.